So today we're going to be looking at one of the oddest characters in all of Transformers history, and I don't know if I felt bad for this character or if I felt horrified when I looked at this character. It's naturally the Transformers Generation Selects Transmutate. And Transmutate, she's going to be our focus this time around in the latest GotBot True review. Hey all, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, man, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe, and while you're at it, light 'em up, baby. And hit that notification bell, please. It helps me out a ton. It lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, all in the description down below, as well as all of my social media links. Also in the description down below, and if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. You can check us out on Patreon. You can see what we offer to you through Teespring, or of course you can hit the join button right here on YouTube to become a channel member. And this is the Generation Selects Transmutate. It is a bit of a stylized take on Transmutate, other than the head, which is pretty much, yeah, that's Transmutate. If you don't like the fossilizers, nothing here is going to change your mind. If you do like the fossilizers, this is a cool one. I have an idea of what I plan to do with this. I'm not really going to show it now, but we will show it kind of up and coming. But I will talk about it probably toward the end of the review. It's sure a different take, and I never thought that I would be in for a Transmutate, but here we are. How good is she? Only recently found out that Transmutate was even supposed to be female, so shows what I know. How good is she? Well, we're going to head over to the table and take a closer look at her. And yes, indeed, here we're going to look at the oddity known as Transmutate from Beast Wars. For those not in the know, though I think everybody knows, Transmutate by rights was a maximal protoform that was damaged, had immense power, but really didn't have the capability to use it. It was basically a ruined spark. It didn't fit in anywhere, and that's probably why it became best friends, or she became best friends with Protoform X, or Rampage if you will, because he kind of didn't fit in anywhere either. Of course, before we look at Transmutate deeper, we're going to look at all of the packaging first. And of course, this is just your typical Generation Selects packaging, nothing really special. We got ourselves some big ol' instructions, pretty much Paleotrex's instructions, so I'm not going to be showing the transformations, but we will see the modes. And here we have Transmutate next to its mold-made Paleotrex, and yeah, I mean, if you didn't like Paleotrex, you're not going to like Transmutate. If you liked Paleotrex, you're probably going to like Transmutate. I am going to say now that the transformation, for me, is like a 10, because the possible combinations are virtually endless, and that versatility cannot be underscored. However, if you don't like parts forming, then this guy is not, or this girl, either of them, is not for you. If you think the skeletal look is just too weird, then these won't be for you. And if you have any tolerance issues with any of the pegs at all, this won't be for you. Luckily, I don't. I've liked the fossilizer, so much so. Yeah, I like this. I mean, like I said, I like the fossilizers, so this is all of them so far that I have. Now, I'm not going to get the Skelevore because I'm not getting that Megatron. To be fair, we never did see that spoiler pack here first nor last. None of the spoiler packs ever came to our Walmart. I managed to get the Nemesis Prime elsewhere. It never showed up, even though they're supposed to be exclusive to that franchise, to that chain. Never got it. It'd be cool if I could get the purple Skelevore, but I don't see it in the cards. And then the other one, Trennis, I don't know what his name was, that comes with all the blast effects. I've got that one sourced and actually on the way. Bit of a spoiler there. So yeah, I like these guys. Now, I already said that the transformation for me was a 10. So it's hard to be objective with that. Here's the thing, it's a 10 because the way it's engineered, it works just fine. It gets in all of the modes it's supposed to. It's intended to parts form. It's supposed to do that. As long as the tolerances are good, it should be successful, and it is. In terms of the look, highly stylized. This is not Transmutate's body. The two legs are the same. When the leg over on the far side over there, the left leg I guess, should really be more green and kind of like angled back. I guess you could do it, but the coloration would still slightly be off. The main torso's okay. Like the color layout is kind of where it should be. On the arms, that is pretty stylized. Like one hand should be this bluish greenish color, the other one should really be like almost like a gold claw, which I guess this up here is supposed to mimic up on the shoulder. So like I get it and I appreciate trying to fit that in. We do have a green on the top of the head here. I kind of wish instead of this like tealy color, I wish all of it had been in that green. I think it would have looked a little closer to the animation model. So in terms of looks, like if this didn't have the Transmutate head, I don't think you would know that it's Transmutate. So, 7.5, like, the head is what makes it, right? Speaking of the head, there you have it. Gold with red eyes, as it should be. We have the green on the top of the head, as it should be. And, of course, you can open it up, and that's pretty horrific, isn't it? Oh, what about articulation? Well, the head, it can go left and right, all the way around, actually. Oh, jaw opens and closes. It can't go up or down. This arm over here can go, oh, and I just picked it off. I'm going to take that out of it. That was my fault. This arm over here can go all the way around, no problem. We have an elbow to a good 90 degrees, bicep swivel. The hand, or claws, or whatever you want to call it, opens and closes. The wrist can move back. Same on the other side, really. Arm all the way around, and all the same thing with the lower body. We do have a waist, which is neat. We have legs that can go, well, way forward, and they can go way back, and just as the arms can go out to the side, so can the legs. We have thigh swivel just above the knee. We have a knee to 90 degrees. The little arms here can move, the little like T-Rex-ish arms. Thigh swivel up here built into like the hip ball joint, and then the leg I guess can do this out to the side for I don't know, putting Transmutate's leg up on a rock or something. I don't know, this is a weird hinge. The heel, it can come down thusly, and I think that's about, I think that's kind of about it. You got these pegs here, so I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. There's no doubt about it. It's weird, but you know what? Fairly effective. I wish the feet were a little bit bigger. I'm going to say that the articulation, I mean, I guess it does everything I could really want it to do. I'm going to say it's a 9 for the most part. 8.75, 9. It's successful. You know, it has pretty much everything I could really kind of want it to have. Overall, I'm going to say Transmutate is a solid 8.5 or 9. Like, it works the way it's intended. Whether that's good or not is a whole different story. Here is Transmutate next to, oh, by the way, this thing fell off. There's a tab or a slot on the back of this where a little rectangular tab goes in. It holds okay, but of course there's a peg and a peg hole, so it holds it just fine there. Here is Transmutate next to good old best bud in the whole galaxy, in the whole universe, Rampage, or Protoform X if you prefer. Yeah, I guess this scale actually works, even though both of these characters right now are from two vastly different eras. Rampage, of course, being the original Rampage. Will we get an update to him maybe in Legacy or something? Who knows? But you know what? Like, this still works all these years later. And like magic, here's the alt mode. It's a dinosaur. It's a T-Rex, apparently. I guess, I mean, Transmutate didn't have an alt mode, so it didn't really need this, but I guess since it's a transformer, it needs to transform. Really what we have done is the forearms and hands put into the lower legs. I mean, we still get hips all the way out to the side, and we got a super deep knee, and the toes move, and I mean, you can do everything you want with the legs. The little arms up here move, the mouth opens and closes. It's as versatile of an animal mode as I think you're going to get with an animal mode. Oh, with the help of our buddy Kingdom Tracks, here you can see one of the loadouts with over-the-shoulder claw things and transmutate head mace thing, a dinosaur head chomping arm, a big body axe thing, and that other weird chest face thing over as like a shield, I suppose. And here's a second oddball loadout. By the way, you'll notice maybe down at the feet, we don't really have them put in the way they're supposed to because the pegs that are now down on the ground here as stabilizers don't actually hold in the bottom of Trax's feet. The pegs and the peg holes, not a match. So what can we say in the end? If you want to transmutate that you never have to change, you can just have it transmutate just like on the show, this is arguable. It will work for me, it will not work for everyone. Some people will go with some of the more animation accurate third-party options, but this works for me. If you want one that can transform into different things, then this works fine. If you don't like parts forming, this isn't for you. There's so many factors here that'll make this a hit or a miss. Do I think it's necessary? No. Am I glad to have it? Yes. Overall score, we're looking at about an 8.5. It's a solid use of a mold that not everyone will enjoy. And here we are once again, and here she is, and look, I like the fossilizer, so I'm happy with this. I like the creativity. I don't mind the parts forming because it's part of what it is. All the tolerances here are pretty good. I think the head is both horrific and beautiful all at the same time because it is definitely, there's no mistaking it's transmutate. I just always found transmutate to be kind of haunting personally. This naturally stylized with all of the boniness that's part of the kind of skeleton, I suppose, but the weird proportions, the gold color, there's some third-party offerings that have like a silvery color, so I prefer the gold color. There's a lot here that I'm okay with to like for a transmutate. Is it the ideal transmutate? Probably not. Is it a character that I think we're going to get again anytime soon? Probably not. I'm fine for this for what it is, and if you don't like the parts forming, then good news. You could always just get it and leave it in the gangly robot mode as Transmutate, because in Beast Wars, Transmutate never really had an actual alt mode that we saw. Happy enough with it. Let me know what you think about Transmutate. I appreciate you guys coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we offer to you through Teespring, or of course hit the join button right here on YouTube to become a channel member. While you're at it, hit the subscribe button, stick around, have some fun with us here on the channel. Don't forget that somehow, some way, each and every single solitary day, you right there, you do make a difference. And I look forward to the next time, baby, that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights, at the stop motion premieres, or the old fashioned way, baby, right here, inside the videos.